Are you ready to upgrade your mindset and continue supporting your healing journey? Join the collective today. This membership gives you access to meditations, healing tools, guest healers, and manifestation workshops. Join today for just $44 a month and start manifesting more abundance in your life. Hello, welcome back to Breathe More, coming to you from my brand new house in Idyllwild. I just moved this week, so I'm recording this on May 3rd. And let me tell you, it's been a week. A week of me crying, processing my emotions. Exactly a week ago, I finished hosting my spring retreat in Idyllwild. And that in itself, I want to talk today about it, like all the magic and transformation and healing that happened at this weekend retreat. And then also share with you some life updates, as I shared in the last a couple episodes ago with my move. But it's been really fascinating just to see what's come up for me. And I wanted to share today just what's going on because you might be going through something similar and can relate. And sometimes it's helpful to hear someone else going through something similar and makes us feel validated, understood, seen. So let's get into it. All right, let's start with the retreat. So for my spring retreat, we were sold out. We had 10 amazing souls join us, the majority from the Los Angeles area. We did have a local from Idyllwild, and someone also flew all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. So we started the retreat doing deep healing and releasing exercises from Olympia, which Edith guided us through that. We used herbs like rosemary and puril, I believe is another herb that she used. And I forget the other herb, but basically we took these plants and just started to pat our body down to help energetically, physically release. While people were using the herbs to release, I was guiding them through a somatic practice of moving around in a primal way, expressing those emotions of frustration, whatever their body has been holding. Our bodies are sponges and they just collect energies, they collect emotions, and we start to feel it in our body by feeling the tension, by even feeling some achiness, maybe being emotional and not knowing why you're feeling emotional all of a sudden. Those are all signs that there's probably buildup of unprocessed emotions. So whenever I work with clients, whether it's in a retreat, one-on-one, or my group coaching sessions, we start with that, with clearing our space. It's really difficult to manifest something new or to have this space physically, emotionally, mentally to receive what you want to manifest when all the old stuff is taking up space, including limiting beliefs, including other people's voices and energy. And so that's how we started the retreat. It was really powerful and beautiful. Then the next morning, we started early and we did breath work. Wow. I mean, y'all know that I love breath work. This is why I got into this work. It truly is powerful and life-changing. And the work that we started at night with Olympia and opening of the circle, like we just took it to another level when we connected with our breath. People who shared that they don't normally cry were crying. People who shared that they didn't have faith. We had someone join who said, they're struggling with their faith and they've gone through so many traumatic experiences and really stressful, life-altering experiences that they've lost hope. And so with the breath work, it really helped to crack people open and reflect on what's holding them back, reflect on also the journey that they've taken, that they've gone through to get to this point, even if today they're not exactly where they want to be, but recognizing, wow, I really have come far and this feels hard right now, but I also trust myself and I have plenty of evidence from past experiences that I know how to do hard things. I know how to get uncomfortable and sit with that discomfort so that I can welcome a breakthrough, something new, an inspiration, so I connect with a sense of hope. So that was really powerful and it just shook up our energy even more. And then from there, we had such a playful continuing of the morning with aerial yoga. Most of them were brand new to this practice, and it was so fun to witness all the giggling. I definitely saw everybody's inner child present. They were experimenting. They were also leaning into the discomfort of letting and trusting these silks that they were hanging from and wrapped their body with to lean back, to open their arms, to hang upside down. It was a lot of fun. I got super motion sickness, like, I got dizzy right away from the stretching exercise, so unfortunately, I didn't partake in most of the exercises that we were doing, but it was so much fun, so much so that so many folks were already, like, Googling, "Where's an aerial yoga studio where I live?" So if you have one close to you, I definitely invite all of you to go check it out. Go have a couple hours of play, grab your friend, family members, and go hang on these beautiful silks and allow your inner child to come out to play. After that, I really wanted to take our group on the hike that I do about 3 times a week here in Idyllwild. Hiking is a powerful medicine for me. As I shared with the group, and I actually got really emotional sharing this hike with my retreat guests because this loop that we went on, this hike all the way to the top of the summit, is the place where I go to process my life. And I started doing that back in September when I was visiting Idyllwild, and I was here for 6 weeks, and life was just feeling really hard. I didn't know where I was gonna live or move to. Things weren't quite flowing, and so whenever I'm feeling stuck, whenever I'm feeling heavy or overwhelmed, I go to the top of this mountain, and I lay on the granite rocks, and I breathe, and I pray, and I cry, and I let myself feel my emotions. I do some breath work. I manifest. I ask for miracles. And so to guide them to the top, which a lot of them found really challenging, the hike. And I shared with them, like, another thing about hiking is that how you approach a hike is a mirror of how you approach a lot of things in your life. So, my invitation to my guests were to notice what thoughts were coming up for them when things got hard. What thoughts came up when they accidentally slipped or fell on the hike? When the thought of, oh my gosh, this is too hard, this is too steep, I don't think I can finish. How do they deal with that? And what actions do they take? Well, everyone, no matter what thoughts they had of wanting to give up, of feeling tired, of it feeling so hard, everyone finished. And they were so proud of themselves and happy once they got to the top and just overlooked the whole town. It was beautiful. And from that place, Edith had created a crystal grid for our intentions, for our goals. And so we lay down and I guided them in a meditation on the same rocks that I go to every week to manifest and to release and heal. And they just lay down and allow those thoughts come out of them, those dreams, those desires, their wishes. They sent them out to the universe and in the end, trusted, were confident that they will receive these desires whenever the time is ready for it. All of them got to take home a crystal from the crystal grid as a reminder and also as a stone to amplify the energy of their dreams. So that was so much fun and so beautiful just to see people go through that 3-hour journey of hiking, manifesting, getting in touch with our emotions whenever they came up. Some people got lost for a little bit. So all of that, it was quite eventful. But it was incredibly beautiful and expansive as well. And then after that, we continued the magic. At night, We each got a candle and we infused again our intentions and our dreams into the candle. So everybody got to take a candle home. And once they got home, their homework was to light the candle as an offering to their goals, to the intentions that they had set at the retreat. And then the next morning, our last morning together, we started nice and bright and early, 7 a.m., to have an ecstatic dance party. So everybody put on their headphones and we went outside to be out in nature amongst the boulders. And we just danced our little butts off. Like it was so much fun. People dancing on rocks, dancing together. Some people were also just resting and meditating. And the intention for this practice was to experience how easy it can be to change our energy. Any morning that we wake up, maybe not feeling great, dreading our day, or whatever's going on in our life that's maybe not feeling so good, put on your favorite song and just start to move your body. You will feel energized. You will feel more alive. You will be reminded that you're going to overcome whatever difficult thing you're currently navigating. And it's going to be okay. It's a new day and we get to experience it and live it however we want. So this whole week, I've been sitting with that and just looking back. People have been sending me messages from the retreat and just being in awe of already how people are putting into action their dreams, including making a big move, including like being more courageous and sharing their art with their world, opening a Substack to start sharing their blog, doing profound healing, like just feeling excited and open to receive the magic of the universe. I'm also so grateful for my co-host, Edith, who shared her magic with us, all of these shamanic practices, the deep healing, the curanderismo. It was really beautiful and such a great compliment to the practices that I guided people. So Edith, if you're listening, thank you so much. This is an invitation to all of you. Next time that I host a retreat, which I still haven't decided when, but you don't want to miss out. Whatever objections your mind tells you on the reason why you can't. I had a couple attend and they got a babysitter and had, family members take care of their kids while they as a couple came to experience vulnerability and intimacy and just share love and affection and compassion towards each other. It really took their relationship to another level. Also, as I mentioned, just people that were feeling stuck and uncertain and afraid and overwhelmed, literally they left like new people. Like their energy was so shiny and sparkly and open. And this is what can happen for you too whenever you decide to do something for you. I know most of us, we are always thinking about other people, our loved ones, our family members, our job, and we tend to put our well-being last, our joy, our expansion, our growth. And so this is your invitation to start to make yourself a priority, especially now that we're in May. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Like check in with yourself throughout every single day. How am I feeling today? What do I need? What would be helpful? And give yourself that. I mean, if you don't, who will? So this is your reminder and invitation to make yourself a priority because you matter. And we need you to be healthy and thriving and joyous and abundant so that we can continue to show up in the world in that energy of inspiration and hopefulness for other people who are also struggling. So that was my Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then right after that, the next day on Monday, I had to pack where I had moved into in January. So after 4 months of living in this beautiful home, I had to move. And so I had shared a couple episodes ago that I manifested this cute cabin, which had some of the important things that I wanted that were on my vision board, including a hot tub, and I wanted views. And so I got that. But interestingly, on Monday and throughout the week, I was so emotional. I was crying. There were moments where I didn't even know why I was crying. I felt like I was releasing, like, a lot of the energy and just emotions that I was holding over the weekend for my guests, but also with the move, it just brought up a lot of grief and also overwhelm and fatigue because essentially I have been roaming. I haven't had one home that I've been in for a long period of time in over a year, and I realized how exhausted I am of moving, and my inner child was just tired and feeling scared about moving to a house that was outside of town, more remote, no neighbors. And so what I did was I just let myself cry, sobbed, did the ugly cry, like really full body quivering release of these emotions that I had been holding in, fear, like all of it. And it continued. It continued into Tuesday. It continued into Wednesday when I officially had to move out of my house May 1st. And then I moved into the new house. And it's always an adjustment, like moving into a new house. Where am I going to put stuff? Oh my gosh, I'm really out there. Like, can I handle being here alone? And as I've been settling into the new house, I've realized this house is preparing me for my big dream of moving to Sea Ranch. This is like where I want to retire. This is where the place, which is up in Sonoma County, beautiful small beach town, where I just feel so alive and happy and abundant and safe. And this current home that I moved into, it has that energy, like, the way the house looks like, kind of like wood everywhere, wood paneling everywhere, and big windows. It's not a view of an ocean, but I have this incredible view of treetops because 'cause I'm at the top of a hill, and these beautiful expansive vistas that I'm sitting at every single day while I'm working, while I'm meditating, while I'm enjoying my cup of tea. And this morning, while I was sitting at the top and, just reflecting, it's like, wow, look at what I have manifested. Listen, the journey has been up and down. It has felt so many times that I'm going backwards. So many times I have felt that I'm behind. I don't have a traditional life. Like, I don't have what, quote unquote, the majority of the people have, right? A home that they own, a family, a typical career. Like, I'm my own boss. I have my own soulful business. And so just sitting back, looking at the view, looking at the beautiful sunset, I was feeling so proud and grateful that I didn't give up on myself, that I didn't give up on my dreams, that no matter what challenges I come across, what obstacles, I mean, just 3 weeks ago, I didn't know where I was gonna live. I was panicking. I was looking at just the most random things. It's like, maybe I'll have to just sacrifice or compromise and just move into this tiny place. But with all of that, the universe was like, "No, you don't. You don't have to sacrifice. You don't have to think that you're not gonna get what you want just because your budget isn't what you're seeing all these rentals listing for." Over and over and over in my life, I manifest the impossible. And so whenever you're feeling like it will never happen, that that's so out of reach for you, that how will that happen given where you are today? Remember me and my story and my journey coming from nothing, like growing up in poverty, oldest daughter of immigrant parents, alcoholic father, so many challenges, struggling with anxiety, struggling with depression, like always being like hardworking and positive, but it hasn't been easy. And I've managed to create this beautiful, abundant life with very little resources, with very little help as well, but a lot of belief in myself and in the magic of the universe. And so being in this house, I'm like, yeah, it's like teleporting me already to Sea Ranch. Like, this is going to be your reality. Having a home that has these big picture windows, having this amazing view, having this cool breeze hit your skin as you're working outside or enjoying your breakfast, little animals everywhere. My gosh, I've never been in a place with so many lizards. Lizards and ants and spiders and squirrels and chipmunks and bobcats. Apparently, there's a lot of bobcats on nearby. I have yet to see one, but I'll keep you posted on what I do because I can't wait. So it's been incredible. It's been an adjustment and all of that fear. And also, like, I didn't want to leave my other house. The other house that I was at was beautiful, completely new. It had a hot tub. It also had privacy and animals and forest. And the universe was like, no, you know what? It's going to be okay. Like, change is uncomfortable. Sometimes it feels inconvenient, but trust us. We know what you need as well. You may know what you need, but we also know what you need. And we're going to continue to stretch you and we're going to continue to ask you to believe and to surrender. And so here I am living in this beautiful home surrounded by nature. And it's the perfect place. I get to be here for 3 months during the summer. It's going to be the perfect place to uplevel my life. One of the reasons why I wanted to move to Idyllwild was I wanted to feel like I was upgrading my life. I had been at a certain level for a while now. And again, I'm really proud of it. It has served me well. I've been integrating this new place that I manifest in where I've been, but now it's time to get to the next level. And so I'm very excited about how things are going to unfold. This month already is very full, where I have a few corporate wellness sessions that I'm facilitating for Mental Health Awareness Month. I got some special events that I'm hosting as well in the collective. So if you want to join the magic, make sure you join the collective, which is my membership. And then I'm also starting to talk about a new, well, it's not new because I launched it last year. But for all of you who are soulful entrepreneurs, keep an eye out because the Soulful Entrepreneur Mentorship is coming back. We have some fun challenges that we're going to be doing this month. So keep an eye out for that email and that announcement. There's just so much happening. And I'm really, really grateful. And I'm really grateful for you as well, for all of your support and your encouragement and your messages and for listening to this podcast, where my intention for it is for you to not only learn tools on how to live a more confident and calm life, but also to inspire you to continue to dream bigger, to not settle, to believe in yourself, and to go after it. So I'm here as your cheerleader telling you you can do it. If I do it, you can definitely do it. So let's keep going. Let's continue to dream bigger. Let's continue to manifest so much joy and health and abundance and wealth. And let's inspire others to also heal and go on this expansive journey and feel confident and proud to create whatever reality they want for themselves. Yay! So excited for us. Thank you so much for listening today for these life updates and also sharing a little bit more about my retreat and how amazing it was. If you want to join my next one, make sure that you're part of my email list. So you can go to my website or send me an email at info@annalilia.net and we'll get you set up so that you can be the first to know where we're going next and what we're going to be doing. All right, friend. Thank you so much for listening. I will be talking to you next week, sending you so much love. And remember to breathe.